join my team, I'll make you rich. And we promoted to triple in 6.5 months. So it worked. Just tell them, trust me, jump on board, go talk to everybody you know. And honest to God, it's just that simple.
Well, my tip, I slacked big time for my whole almost year, 11 months. When I started, I was in it, and my sponsor is here, and I talked to her, and this is her job, and I talked to her, and I thought, oh, I could do that. But I don't think that I really actually thought that I could do it. So I kind of did this just to supplement using the products to pay for it. And I hit Ruby probably, it took me a while to hit Ruby, like 6 or 7 months, I think. And then I just started using my why as my excuse to not work. And he said, oh, this is taking time away from my kids and this and that and that. But in actuality, when we had the first BOGO this year, I think it was in April, I said, this is a really good deal, and I still have a lot of debt, and I know people who need money. I'm just gonna go for it because I wanted to get rid of the debt. I don't know why people think that they need to work 12 hours a day or commute and do all these things that take them away from the things that they love. Like, that's not okay to me. I don't know, I'm sick of it. I want to be with my kids. So I just kicked it up, and I started telling people and saying, look, this is possible. If you do these things that I tell you, you will make money, and we can do this together. And that's how we got here. So.
Okay, so what helped them get out of a rut? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, so just jumping in, steps to success, how do you get it done?
Yeah, so I think for me, especially with getting distributors or helping my team, y'all know when they're starting to I'm like, okay, let's meet, coffee time, let's go, Tyler. They're all laughing because they know it's true. Anyway, so what I like to do, for me too, when I start to only get 1 or 2 distributors and I'm really trying to work through that steps to success, I really just start reaching down to my team and hanging out with them, reporting to them, getting on the phone with them, getting on Skype with them, and then I post about it. Even just tonight, I was posting pictures of my team. I'm so proud of them that they're here. Guess what? I got 2 messages while sitting there. That works a lot. If you haven't taken a picture or checked in here, do it right now, because people are going to see what you're doing, and they're going to be like, what are you doing? That looks fun. I want to do that. They say that it takes, I think the statistic is, I might be wrong, but it's 10 to 12 times for a post to come around before they start spiking interest. It takes 25 times before they'll ask a question. It takes 60 times, this is an average that I posted on my team page the other day, and before they commit. So, consistency, upping your posts if need be. Right now, I'm posting 5 times a day instead of just once or twice a day. And I'm saying it every day that I wake up. I'm a double diamond, yeah, but I haven't signed a low customer this month. I'm just being real. Have I been messaging every day? Yeah. I've been posting every day too. But I'm getting up every day, and I literally looked at the mirror and was like, you're gonna sign 4, you're gonna do it. You gotta do it, you've never not signed 4, Joy. So you have to get in the mindset, and even if you're shaking, you have to, Sarah Hayden told me this one, you have to walk into the room like you're Joy Gillard, even though you're scared, and you have to own it. And when you're doing that, even if you're kind of faking it till you make it, that confidence rubs off on your team, and then they grab a little piece of it. You have to believe in them, and they can't believe in it themselves. And guess what? You'll have a bunch of runners on your hand, because I have a bunch here tonight.
Okay, so I get the steps to success done by talking to a lot of people. Sounds crazy, but it's true. I visualize. I like to visualize, so I like to write down everybody who I think would be good in the business. So your hundreds list. I didn't do a hundreds list till I hit diamond. Don't do that. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. If you visualize the people people that want to be in your business or that you want in your business, you focus on talking to them and you build those relationships. And this is very much a relationship business. And you can build those relationships with people, and it doesn't have to be about your business all the time. It can be about anything. It can be about life, kids, fun, whatever. Just talk to people, build a relationship. I like to continuously and actively talk to people that wanted to join my team, because they will, as long as it's ready. It's a time for them. If they're still talking to you, I've seen a couple of faces in this room that I talked to that joined other teams because I stopped talking to them. But somebody else was talking to them. So just keep talking to people and keep following up with them and make it about them. I think we've heard that a few times. Make it about them. It's not about you. You've already joined. They're the ones that are going to join. So if you talk to them about what's stopping them and what they're worried about or excited about, then they'll be able to join you based on their reasons. And I think that that's how I sign a lot of distributors.
I have so many things going through my head right now because they all have such good points. But I think we've had a lot of team members lately kind of giving us the I'm stuck, or this isn't working for me, I can't find anybody that wants to wrap, I can't sign a distributor. And so my mom, she's like always right here, but she always says you have to turn that can't into a won't. So sometimes you have to put your big girl panties on, big boy panties on, and you have to really, you have to come across, I'm strong, because they're telling you that they can't, but you need to tell them you won't. You won't sign a loyal customer. You won't sign a distributor. Not with that mindset, right? If you're telling yourself that all the time, it makes me kind of sassy sometimes. But it's true, so we talk about that, and kind of on that same subject, who in here has ever said, I'm just a distributor? Who says that? You? Yeah. One of my team members in Texas said it to me last night. Guess what she got? A little bit of sass. Because she is a distributor, You guys have to stand up and say it proud. It doesn't matter what your rank is. We all have ruts. We all get stuck. We all think for a moment that maybe we just can't do it, but really we just won't do it. We all have that now. But I've been really getting my team to focus again on social media because we're all on it, and all of our friends are on it, and all of our friends' friends are on it, and their friends' cousins are on it. So it's really such untouched territory. If you guys are not using your social media, in my opinion, you're just killing your business. It just gets me. I'm a social media guru. Like, social media next to James is my best friend. My second best friend. But I have so much passion for it because of John Eric. Who follows John Eric? Okay, so the 100-day social media adventure. We're like probably 100 days past the 100 days. But guess what? Each of you can log in and get that 100-day social media adventure, and you can watch a video each day for 100 days. Okay, and I'm telling you this from my personal experience. I do love social media. And when he spoke at conference, he spoke to me. He reassured me that using social media is the right thing to do, because for a while we all questioned ourselves. He said, get out from behind the computer, which yes, you do need to do that, but if you utilize social media the way that you should, the way that he's teaching us to, you guys are gonna blow it up. And like Joy said, you have to continually post because people have to see things over and over again. And just because they're not liking something or commenting, guess what? They're still seeing it, and they're probably going to send you a message, but they probably also don't want all their friends to know that they are concerned about their cellulite on their butt. It's true, but they're going to tell you. So you keep posting, and you have to refocus on that. And if you watch John Eric, I'm a little bit obsessed with him. He not only tells you about social media, how to use it, teaches you about Instagram and Twitter and everything, guys, but he also talks about dreaming, right? He puts you in the moment. Okay, he shares a really awesome story about his daughter, and he puts you there. You feel like you were there and like you experienced it. That's what you guys need to do. So when you leave this room tonight, if you want to do anything to relaunch your business, you have to re-dream on your ride home. Dream. Think about the things that you want to do and like see yourself When you're driving in the car, see yourself there, and then when you get home, go post about it on social media. Okay? Not, I was just at this amazing training and opportunity event, and it was so great, and I listened to all these people. That's a great thing, but you have to tell people what you're doing and why you want it. Okay? So, Tina, I'm gonna call you out, friend. Tina's gonna go home, and she is gonna share on Facebook that she wants a dream home in Maui, and it chokes me up because her little girl spent the night at my house last night. Okay? I'm an emotional girl. Yes, Ellie was sitting on the floor, and she and Kylie were having a conversation, and she said, I'm surprised your mom's not taking all these pictures and posting them on Facebook. Okay? So I laughed, and then we started talking about her mom. And she told me about the dream house that her mom found in Maui. And then she's crying too. It has 5 bedrooms, and it has a swimming pool, and it's in their favorite place. And she told me that when Tina hits double, that they're gonna go spend 2 weeks in Maui. And that touched my heart. And I hope that your guys' hearts are touched too. That is how you reach people, guys. That's how. Okay? So don't get green. Guys, reach me.
I'm big on social media too, so I built my whole business off Instagram and Facebook, and I would say if you're not doing the 3-3 rule every single day, then you are not reaching enough people. If you're just posting a couple times a day, you need to post more. At least 3 before and afters a day, morning, noon, and night, and 3 live posts about what this business is doing for you. So if you sell a wrap, you take a picture, you put it on your social media. And when you're talking to people, you need to give people hugs and high fives. I learned that from John Eric too. He's my total favorite. That 100-day social media totally changed my whole business. As well as watching YouTube videos from all the Ambassador Diamonds. If you're not following them or everybody in the Rat magazine, you're missing out because you have to copy the red cat because obviously they're doing the right thing. So, and believe in yourself, like she said, don't say can't. You have to tell yourself that you're gonna do it. You have to wake up every day and believe in yourself, or no one else is gonna believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. So, and be really, really consistent. That's huge and positive.
I got a bunch of stuff running through my head. You know what? Her question was around starting fast. I'm not the guy to ask about that because I was just a third party watching it. Okay, I guess from personal experience I can't answer that question, but I can tell you that I saw her do is be as ridiculously excited about the product and the opportunity as anybody I'd ever seen be excited about anything. And that translates. People feel that, whether it's through social media, whether it's through a text or a phone call, or people feel that excitement. So I think Justin said, if you think you can't or you have doubts about yourself, it's going to come across that way, okay? This whole business, this whole belly to belly, or even via social media, you're selling, I hate the word selling, but you really are selling yourself, okay? People have to actually want to do business with you, have to actually have some sort of faith in you, okay? So forget about all the, get away from the, I haven't done a party pad in a week, and I just, I'm not comfortable sitting down to talk to this girl today. That she's gonna see that, she's gonna feel that, she's gonna hear it in your voice. So always keep that confidence in your head when you start on. And another thing, I just want to throw a blitz thing because I know we're not going to talk about blitz. I was thinking Jamie was going to pull it up. We are? No, we're not. And oh, really? Okay, never mind.
super great tips. And I think if I could add anything to that, it's harsh words, but it's get over yourself. And you cannot be concerned about what someone else is going to think about you. And I know for myself that has been a boundary around my life for my whole life. I'm always worried about, I want everybody to like me. So when it comes to being on social media, I think you have to be bold. You have to be bold when you're out blitzing, and we're going to give some blitzing tips here in a minute, even though Ray said we're not. But you know, ultimately is you have to take your ego out of the mix. Because if you want this enough, and you want this for your family enough, and you have a dream board that has real life dreams on it, and you want those dreams to come true, you're gonna have to get uncomfortable. And you're gonna have to talk to people that intimidate you. Or you're gonna have to post on social media. I know for me it was like, in the beginning I was like, oh my gosh, I'm friends with some people that know Ray. And I'm gonna be putting a naked belly on Facebook, you know? I mean, there's those funny little things that can just hold us back. So if you can look at yourself in the mirror, tell yourself that you're worthy, that you don't care what others think of you, that you are on this journey because you're gonna create a betterment for your family, for your life, and your legacy, then go out there and do it. So there you go.